Please be seated. Please direct your attention to this short video presentation. The purpose of today's ceremony is to recognize the commitment of the soldiers sitting before you today, who have chosen to serve their country. This ceremony is the last official formation of the training cycle. Not everyone successfully completes this training, but those here today represent disciplined, motivated, physically fit soldiers who exemplify the Army's core values: loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. Instilled within them is the warrior ethos, and they display the tenets of placing the mission first, never accepting defeat, never quitting, and never leaving a fallen comrade. This is an important day, and they can take great pride in their accomplishments. This ceremony marks the culmination of 10 weeks of arduous training, the result of which are these superb soldiers who are prepared to take their places in their units around the world. Like you, we are proud of their accomplishments. Over the past few weeks, these soldiers were trained by some of the most professional and dedicated non-commissioned officers the Army has to offer, the drill sergeants of Alpha Company. These extraordinary individuals sacrificed long hours every day of the week to assist America's sons and daughters in their transformation from civilian to soldier. This sacrifice means time lost with their own families. It means missed holidays and vacations, birthdays and anniversaries. They dedicated themselves to creating authentic warriors by ensuring that soldiers reflect the skills and attitude that make our Army the finest force of its kind in the world. So what exactly is a drill sergeant? A drill sergeant is a symbol of excellence, an expert in all warrior tasks and battle drills. They live the Army values, exemplify the warrior ethos, and most importantly, they are the epitome of what the Army is as a profession. Wherever a drill sergeant goes, more is expected. At this time, I would like to introduce the cadre of Alpha Company. These exceptional commissioned and non-commissioned officers were there to inspire, motivate, and sometimes provide a much-needed boost to help the soldiers overcome what may have seemed like insurmountable tasks. The company commander is Captain Jordan Bush. The company first sergeant is First Sergeant Kyle Riley. The company executive officer is myself, First Lieutenant Evan Doyle. At this time, we would like to recognize the following soldiers who have distinguished themselves throughout training. The Distinguished Honor Graduate is the soldier who demonstrated the greatest proficiency throughout all facets of training. The Distinguished Honor Graduate for Class 0220 is Private Modine. Private Modine is being awarded the Army Achievement Medal. Private Modine is also receiving a 787 Military Police Battalion Certificate of Achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, the Distinguished Honor Graduate for Class 0220, Private Modine. The Alpha Company Leadership Award is presented to Private Frank in recognition of her outstanding leadership qualities, dedication, and demonstrated proficiency throughout the course of training. Private Frank is receiving a 787 Military Police Battalion Certificate of Achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, the Alpha Company Leadership Awardee for Class 0220, Private Frank. The M4 Top Shot is awarded to the individuals who score the highest on M4 qualification, scoring 39 hits out of a possible 40 on their first attempt to qualify with the M4 carbine. Private Stuck, Private Eagle, Private Hurst, and Private Warlock. These soldiers are receiving a 787 Military Police Battalion Certificate of Achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, the M4 Top Shots. The Female Award for Physical Fitness Excellence is presented to the female soldier with the highest score on the Final Army Combat Fitness Test. In an event where 600 points is considered a perfect score, Private Greathouse scored 462 points. Private Greathouse is receiving a 787 Military Police Battalion Certificate of Achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, the Female Physical Fitness Awardee, Private Greathouse. The Male Award for Physical Fitness Excellence is presented to the male with the highest score on the Final Army Combat Fitness Test. In an event where 600 points is considered a perfect score, Private Montalvo scored 569 points. Private Montalvo is receiving a 787 Military Police Battalion Certificate of Achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, the Male Physical Fitness Awardee, Private Montalvo. For every training cycle, there are drill sergeants who spend many long hours developing the military skills of the soldiers. Based on their overall performance during the cycle, one drill sergeant is selected as the drill sergeant of the cycle. For Class 0220, that drill sergeant is Drill Sergeant Mishler. Drill Sergeant Mishler is being awarded the Army Achievement Medal. Drill Sergeant Mishler is also receiving a Drill Sergeant statue on behalf of the 787 Military Police Battalion and the Battalion Code of Excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, the Drill Sergeant of the cycle, Drill Sergeant Mishler. At this time, we will introduce the cadre of 1st Platoon, Alpha Company. Senior Drill Sergeant Election, hailing from Seattle, Washington. Drill Sergeant Argota, hailing from Miami, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, the soldiers of 1st Platoon, Alpha Company.
Private First Class, Bamberg, North Little Rock, Arkansas.
Private Bolton, Wilmington, Delaware.
West Bowling, London, Kentucky.
Private Road, Red Line, Pennsylvania.
Private Burns, Lincoln, Illinois.
Private Coach, Horseheads, New York.
Private Coombs, Cal, New Hampshire.
Private Daly, Pioneer, Louisiana. Private Diaz, man, home Puerto Rico.
Private Billings, this is Indiana.
Private Finch, Kennedy, New York.
Specialist Freitas, Vista, California.
Private First Class Hager, Troutdale, Oregon.
Private Hastings, Gardner, Maine.
Private Hobbs, DeSoto, Missouri.
Private Klein, Gladstone, Missouri. Private Frog, Columbus, Ohio.
Private Landers, Cornell, New York.
Specialist McLean, Canton, Ohio.
Private McClellan, Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Private Medina, LaPorte, Texas.
Private Mercado, Peñuelas, Puerto Rico.
Private Mitchell, Decatur, Georgia.
Private Ortiz, West Grove, Pennsylvania.
Specialist Pavon, Colón, Puerto Rico.
Private Carr, Gilbert, Arizona.
Private Pritchard, South Wisconsin. Private Reckner, Browerville, Minnesota.
Private Richardson, Lakeville, Minnesota.
Private Stephens, Little Shoe, Wisconsin. Private First Class Steinhoff, Holman, Wisconsin.
Private Upkeep, Binford, North Dakota. Private Lattice, Moraton, Korea. Private Walker, Sheridan, Arkansas.
Private Wood, Salem, Alabama.
Private Wright, Pike, New York.
Private Wright, Sutherland, Nebraska.
At this time, we will introduce the cadre of 2nd Platoon Alpha Company. Senior Drill Sergeant Lucania, hailing from Long Island, New York, and Drill Sergeant Self, hailing from Farmington, Missouri. Ladies and gentlemen, the soldiers of 2nd Platoon Alpha Company.
Private Barb, Charleston, West Virginia.
Private Bell, Wilmington, North Carolina.
Private Beretta, Belen, New Mexico. Private Birch, Devil's Lake, North Dakota. Private Bogle, Brandon, Mississippi.
Private Brunel, Lincoln, Rhode Island.
Private Cardenas, Long Beach, California.
Private Cheney, Carbondale, Illinois.
Private Frederick Connor, Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Private Cooper, Lincoln, Illinois.
Private Cotton, Quebec, Canada.
Private Crook, Anson, Alabama. Private Jacob, Glen Ellen, Illinois. Private Inger, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Private Phantom, Mandan, North Dakota.
Private Fritzinger, Germansville, Pennsylvania.
Private Galvez, Hood River, Oregon.
Private Hahn, Two Rivers, Wisconsin.
Private Hamilton, Bangor, Maine.
Private Henry, Storm Lake, Iowa. Private Hoffer, Hyde Park, New York. Private Master, Lafayette, Indiana.
Private McEachin, Fort Gratiot, Michigan.
Private McEwen, Dallas, Oregon.
Private Miller, Bowman, North Dakota.
Specialist Myers, Florence, South Carolina. Private First Class Owens, Western Massachusetts.
Private Owens, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Private First Class Palomino, Bellflower, California.
Private Peters, Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Private Phillips, Reading, Mississippi.
Private Lesser, West Fargo, North Dakota.
Private Rodriguez, Richmond, Virginia.
Private Rodriguez, Calle, Puerto Rico. Private Rowley, Memphis, Tennessee.
Private First Class Saran, Lakeville, Minnesota.
Private Slickenmeyer, Warren, Illinois.
Private Smith, Toledo, Ohio. Private Sparks, Effingham, Illinois. Private First Class St. Pierre, Rikers, South Dakota. Private Van Pool, Columbia, Missouri.
At this time, we will introduce the cadre of 3rd Platoon Alpha Company. Senior Drill Sergeant Padron, hailing from Rota, Spain. And Drill Sergeant Germain, hailing from North Lauderdale, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, the soldiers of 3rd Platoon Alpha Company.
Private Bradshaw, Newton, Alabama.
Private Groton, West Bloomfield, Michigan.
Private Bryant, Seattle, Washington.
Private Beering, Pocahontas, Tennessee. Private Burke, Billings, Montana.
Private Burnett, Bears County, Kentucky.
Private Campbell, Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Private Carlson, Des Moines, Iowa.
Private Carr, Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Private Castile, Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Private First Class Churchwell, Walden, Missouri. Private Clark, Mount Calm, Texas. Private First Class Crow, Daisy, Tennessee.
Private Delgado, Yakima, North Carolina.
Private Davina, Broward, Florida.
Private Eads, Clarksville, Tennessee. Private Abrams, Bluefield, Louisiana.
Private Gonzalez, Forest, Mississippi.
Private Cook, Berg, Minnesota. Private Hackman, Lemmy, Illinois.
Private Lucas, Pacific, New Jersey.
Private Hernandez, Demi, New Mexico.
Private Haney, Sigel, Illinois.
Private First Class Hospital, Tuttle, Oklahoma.
Private Lambert, Orangeville, Texas.
Private Lucas, Sumner, Maine.
Private Morales, Moroy, Puerto Rico.
Private No, Buffalo, New York.
Private Ramirez, Chattanooga, Tennessee. Private Reagan, Pflugerville, Texas. Private Rodriguez, Morovis, Puerto Rico.
Private Snow, Buffalo, New York.
Private Strickland, Atlanta, Georgia. Private Toro, Tewksbury, Massachusetts. Private Wall, Abington, Pennsylvania. Private Welsh, Austin, Pennsylvania. Private Whitaker, Lyons, Nebraska.
Private White, Brandon, Florida.
Private Williams, Cynthiana, Kentucky.
At this time, we will introduce the cadre of 4th Platoon Alpha Company. Senior Drill Sergeant Hulse, hailing from Oak Harbor, Washington. Drill Sergeant Dyer, hailing from New Rochelle, New York. And Drill Sergeant Mishler, hailing from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Ladies and gentlemen, the soldiers of 4th Platoon Alpha Company.
Private First Class Arnold, Edgewood, New Mexico.
Private Basketball, Houston, Texas.
Specialist Blue, Grand Springs, North Carolina.
Private Botello, Newry Park, California. Private First Class Britain, Cobb Station, Tennessee.
Private Culver, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Private Cluna, Cresswell, Oregon.
Private Cottle, Winterport, Maine. Private George, Jordan, Minnesota.
Private Frost, Farmington, Michigan.
Private Farmeyer, Star, Ohio.
Private Gardner, New Line, Connecticut. Private First Class Godfrey, Scottsdale, Oklahoma.
Private God, Fargo, North Dakota.
Private Hagen, Allentown, New Jersey.
Private First Class Hilda, Moorhead, Minnesota.
Private Camp House, North Bend, Michigan.
Private Lopez Parra, Yuba City, California.
Private Matt in Valparaiso, Indiana. Private First Class McConaughey, Saudi Mesa, Tennessee.
Private McQuarrie, Aurora, Illinois.
Private Montesquieu, Hillsborough, Wisconsin.
Private Morales, Georgetown, Delaware. Private First Class Motes, Tallahassee, Alabama.
Private Mueller, Rugby, North Dakota.
Private First Class Ortiz, New Milford, Connecticut.
Private Ortiz, Barranquilla, Puerto Rico. Private First Class Parker, Marksville, Louisiana.
Private Paris, Jamestown, Rhode Island. Private Post, Milford, New Hampshire.
Private First Class Paul, Cleveland, Ohio.
Private First Class Ray, San Antonio, Texas.
Private Ross, Philadelphia, Spain.
Private First Reyes, Naranjito, Puerto Rico. Private Chills, Vallejo, California.
Special Saul Shalsey, Phoenix, Arizona.
Private Scan, Nashville, New Hampshire. Private St. Germain, Fort Smith, Arkansas. Private Solomon, Trenton, Missouri.
Private Yonkers, Stewart, Iowa.
Ladies and gentlemen, the commander of Alpha Company, Captain Jordan Bush.
Good morning, distinguished guests, family and friends who may be watching from our live stream. I'm Captain Bush, the commander for Alpha Company 787 Military Police Battalion. Today, we celebrate the bravery, dedication, commitment, and steadfastness of 167 graduates of basic combat training, who I am proud to call U.S. Army soldiers. I say bravery because many of these soldiers chose to give up the summer before their senior year in high school to come train with us. I cannot say that the rest of us would have chosen to do the same at that point in our lives. This speaks volumes to their bravery and dedication to becoming U.S. Army soldiers. And for the rest of our graduates, they still chose to give up 9 weeks of their lives to train with us as well. Some of them have families, jobs, and other commitments that were put on hold just to be here. Again, thank you for your bravery and dedication to service. Before I dive too deep, I want to give a special thank you to all the veterans, those with us today, and those gone but not forgotten. Your daily sacrifices that created a disciplined and professional Army are what enables us to have this ceremony today. To graduate a new class of future veterans who have learned from your examples, thank you. Most of these graduates started in a unique position that no other soldiers have dealt with before, controlled monitoring. For those watching, these soldiers had to be quarantined to the Alpha Company barracks for 18 days before being allowed to start their first phase of training. That means most of their time was spent doing isolated physical training and conducting socially distanced classroom instruction before doing anything hands-on. I'm sure it wasn't what they all expected for their first 2 weeks, but I know we were able to set a positive training culture and set the right stage for our rapid-fire training events coming out of controlled monitoring. Please note that the drill sergeants quarantined as well, sacrificing even more time from their personal lives than they already do, and coming up with creative solutions to train while preventing the transmission of disease. Thank you to the drill sergeants whose hard work and effort was integral during these times. And to my graduates, upon completing controlled monitoring, you began red phase, where you completed the confidence obstacle course, where I'm sure many of you discovered whether or not you're truly scared of heights, the gas chamber, the warrior rappel tower, the physical endurance course, and field craft tasks. This was the phase where we saw who was going to stick it out, because these events were designed to test your courage. And yet, through it all of you sitting here today decided to complete the task given to you as U.S. Army soldiers. After red phase, you began white phase, which I can best describe as bullets and more bullets and more bullets. Because this was the rifle marksmanship phase, where you all spent more time on the range than you may ever get to again. Although some of you required many more tries than others to qualify your weapons, you all made it through. The days are long, but Alpha Company does not accept marksmanship failures. The drill sergeants were committed to retraining everyone who needed help passing the rifle marksmanship phase. With 0 marksmanship failures as a class, you all moved on to your first field training exercise, the anvil. I'm sorry that we have cut it short due to the 108-degree Fahrenheit heat index and the impending lightning storm that Thor himself would be impressed with, but it was more important that everyone was safe. Your last flight-based training event was Buddy Team Live Fire, also known as the training event that keeps me up at night because having trainees maneuver through a course of 5 rounds and not blanks is a bit terrifying. Due to our vigilant drill sergeants acting as safeties and the discipline from all of you to follow instructions, we had 0 safety violations and were able to move on to the fun phase. After white phase, it was time to tie everything together with the last phase, blue phase. Due to our past weather issues, this was the first time all of you experienced an overnight field training exercise, and it was 5 full days this time. Not to mention, it was still very, very hot. You all safely defended Combat Outpost Swamp from the impending enemy threat and maneuvered over 36 miles to complete your final task of infiltrating the enemy compound at the night infiltration force. Maybe you all weren't aware how painful and arduous crawling 200 meters is in the air, but now I'm certain that you surely do. It might not have been fun at all times, but all of you made it as a team. You lifted each other up and wouldn't let your bad buddies fail. That's why you're all sitting here today. In the end, every Gator in here is now a U.S. Army soldier. Some of you might not believe it when we say that you are the most professional and best trained soldiers in the world, but if you ever get the opportunity to work with other militaries as I have, you will know that it's true. Remember your Army values, remember the examples set by your drill sergeants, and above all, remember your training. You are the future of the United States Army, and I wish you all luck in your future careers. Forged Regiment, excellence always, and fear the Gator.
The Soldier's Creed is the standard for all soldiers to live by. The Soldier's Creed helps soldiers understand that despite their very diverse backgrounds, all soldiers are warriors and members of a team. Now to lead Alpha Company in the Soldier's Creed is the Drill Sergeant of the Cycle, Drill Sergeant Mishler. Please rise for the reciting of the Soldier's Creed and remain standing for the Army song.
The Soldier's Creed!
The Soldier's Creed. I am an American soldier. I am a warrior and member of the team. I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values. I will always place the mission first. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen comrade. I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough, trained and proficient in
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. On behalf of all the soldiers of Alpha Company, 787 Military Police Battalion, thank you for your attendance. Forge the regiment, excellence always, and fear the gator.
Let's go to the next point. It's S-N-T.
With grueling tours and